The world is changing, and the biggest news is coming from Saudi Arabia, where Pakistan, Turkey, and Saudi Arabia just signed a NATO style defense agreement, which says that an attack on one will be considered attack on all. And people are already calling it Islamic NATO because it is the first big defense agreement between the powerful Islamic countries. I'll tell you first the detail about this agreement and then I'll break down what is the implication of it, how this will impact the world and especially Middle East. So first of all, detail says that on 7th August, these three leaders met in Mecca, which itself carry a lot of weight because Mecca is not the capital of Saudi Arabia. It's Riyadh. Mecca is a holy city, so it's symbolic. It carries a symbolic weight. And these three countries, the leader from these three countries signed an agreement, and the main part is the NATO style Article 5 clause. It clearly says that an attack on one will be considered an attack on all. And this agreement, it's not just about military support, it's about intelligence sharing, defense cooperation, and joint exercises. Now, why they are doing this? The first reason is that the world is unstable. In the last few years, we have seen the conflict like Russia, Ukraine, the conflict between Israel and Gaza, Israel and Iran, Israel and Lebanon, Israel and Yemen. We have seen Iran and US war. We have seen Yemenis attacking the oil routes, Yemenis attacking the Israel and Saudi Arabia as well. So the world is unstable. We have seen Pakistan being attacked by India. We have seen Turkey being threatened by Israel. So all of these three countries are vulnerable. All of these three countries need each other. And all of these three countries have something that the other didn't. For example, Saudi Arabia has a lot of money. They don't have a good military, they have a lot of money. Pakistan has nuclear weapons and better missiles than Turkey. Turkey has very good drone technology, very good indigenous defense capabilities. So if we combine all of these three, it is finance, military plus tech. So they have everything. So these all three come together and signed a NATO style agreement. The second reason is that they all feel threatened by someone because Turkey has enemies like Iran and Israel. Saudi Arabia has enemies like Yemen, Iran, and Israel. Pakistan has enemies like Israel, India, and Afghanistan. So most of their enemies are common. So why not make a defense agreement to help each other? The third reason is very important. It is because they now have no trust on US. For years, Arab countries have invested trillions of dollars in US in returns of the security guarantees. But now they have realized that when it comes to Israel, the US will shift all of its weapons, all of its defense missiles to protect Israel rather than these countries. So these countries realize that our one enemy is Israel. What if Israel attacked us tomorrow? The US will obviously be standing with Israel. So they all are looking for the other options. Plus, these countries are oil producing companies. They rely on oil, and now the oil routes are being hit as well. So they feel threatened. America is no longer the policeman of the world. The global order is changing. Even though the bloc between Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, and Turkey is not as powerful as NATO, but still it is one of the strongest, one of the most powerful military bloc in the world. They combined, they have a total economic size of $3 trillion, over 1,000 fighter jets, 2 million military personnel, and 700 tanks, 90,000 armored vehicles, 34 submarines, 5,000 naval platforms, and a total area of 4 million square kilometer plus 170 nuclear warhead. On top of it, all of these three countries will be getting their fifth generation fighter jets soon. Turkey and Saudi Arabia will get their fifth generation fighter jet from US, and Pakistan will get J-35 from China. So my analysis is that this agreement isn't about the security, it's about the changing world order, because before this US was the net security provider, and now the countries like Saudi Arabia, the leader of the OPEC, is looking for the alternatives. So other countries like Bahrain, other countries like Qatar, they must be looking for some kind of alternative as well, because they have realized that they cannot rely on US for security guarantees.